there, I'm Andrea. For those of y'all that are new, I have epilepsy and I talk about all my trials, tribulations, and whatnot on this channel. This one's gonna be a little bit different. It's taken me a while to be mentally able, ready to talk about this. You can tell by the title, it's about a side effect that does happen sometimes with some of these drugs, and it definitely hit me unawares. And I'm gonna talk about that here, and hopefully maybe y'all can learn from what happened to me and see if maybe it can spark a light for some of y'all and see, oh, maybe I should look into that if that is what is going on with me. So, all right, I'm gonna have to jump back a few months ago because it started ways back for me. Right now it's December 10th, 2023. I'm gonna take us back to June of 2023. Now, the drug I'm talking about is Fycompa. It's a epilepsy medicine. I forgot to write down the notes, and the notes are on my phone, and I'm recording on my phone. I'm not about to take it down to whatever. So going off what I remember, I've been on Fycompa for a little over a year now, but we started at the lowest dose, which was at 2 milligrams. That worked for a while. Then I started having breakthrough seizures. We increased it to 4 more seizures. We increased it to 6. And that was going okay for a while. And then I had some more seizures. And so we increased it to 8. No, we increased it to 6. See, I can't remember, short-term memory loss. But that was, I think, before the summer, for June. And okay, so I am very much an even-keeled, easygoing person, an introvert, but I don't have highs and lows of my emotions at all. I don't get super happy. I don't get super sad. I'm just kind of, whatever. If I do get upset, I get over it pretty quickly, right? So I've even had an ex get really upset with me that I wasn't emotional enough. Go figure. So if that just tells you, it's never been an issue for me. So I knew going into the summer that I was going to be a little more stressed out than usual because my husband's a college professor, so he was going to have most of the summer off. He was going to be at home. My 2 boys, who are now 9 and 14, were going to be home all the summer. So since I'm home on disability, I was used to having the house to myself all throughout the day. And all of a sudden, they were all going to be at home, messing up my routine. Since I'm an introvert, I like to be at home most of the time. And my workout room, I have a home workout, is also their game room. Now, for those of y'all that don't know, I spent the past year losing 70 pounds. Yay! Taking care of myself. And a lot of that was in that workout room, which I was like, oh boy, okay, how am I going to manage to do that? Because I don't like anybody around me when I'm doing that. So I was like, this will be interesting to see how it's going to go. And I knew that I was going to be stressed out. I was just bracing myself. So, and that did happen. And the seizures had started coming back right around that time in June. So she's like, okay, let's go ahead and increase your Fycompa to 8 milligrams, which was, getting towards the higher end. I don't know what the max is for Fycompa. But so I had that stress. I had the breakthrough seizures. I had increased the Fycompa. And I was starting to get run down. Lost motivation for a lot of stuff. Not really. My neighbor was my best friend. I sort of stopped talking to her. She actually went out of town for a lot of the summer to see her family. So I didn't have that person that I talked to a lot. And so I just kind of was watching YouTube all day on my phone or Netflix. The only thing I kept doing was like going on my daily runs or walks. But it was slowly getting worse, but I wasn't saying anything because I was just so used to being even keeled that you couldn't really tell much of a difference anyway. But it was slowly getting more and more stressful and less. But I was like, I just got to get through the summer. Because then once all these kids, my husband, who are wonderful, they aren't stressful in nature themselves. It was just messing with my routine. Because they're great. They're wonderful to me. I was like, just get through the summer, get these dang kids out of the house. I'll be back to it. Once school and everything did start back up, it didn't get better. And I was very confused by that because I was like, I should be able to start working out again. Was not happening. The opposite happened. As soon as I got them out the door, I sank on the couch, grabbed some more food, and just watched YouTube, TikTok, whatever, the entire day. The only time I got off that couch was to eat more food. Slight eating disorder here, seriously, is binge eating. And maybe do a load of laundry just so I felt somewhat useful. And turns out, I had lost 70 pounds the past year. I gained back 30 over the summer just from sliding downwards and cocooning myself and not saying anything to anybody. And I was like, this is getting pretty bad. Finally, I was registering, oh no, okay, this isn't good, because I could not get off the couch at all for anything. And I was like, okay, I have a virtual visit with my epileptologist because she lives 2 hours away. She does virtual visits with me. She's great. I was like, I have it at the end of September. I'm finally going to say something. It's bad enough I'm actually going to talk to somebody, because I usually just bottle things up. Then they called and said, we need to reschedule for next month because something happens. You have to go out of town. I was like, oh my God. Okay, I can make it. I can make it another month. That'll be fine. Within that month that I had to wait, my husband is wonderful, great, caring, can't ask for anything better, just kind of quietly looked at me one day and said, you realize, honey, you haven't showered in like 4 days, right? I just kind of looked down. I was like, I haven't worked out or moved or anything in 4 days. It just hadn't even occurred to me to shower or that I was disgusting. But I was like, I guess that's kind of bad, huh? Even my 9-year-old son had come up to me. He's like, Mom, did you do anything today? Like worried, like he was worried about me. And he started giving me more cuddles and just like, if they're actively noticing that something is wrong. And I kind of finally just confided in my husband. I was like, I think something's going on. I should mention it to my doctor. He's like, yes, we absolutely should. So I was like, okay, in October, my visit's coming. I can tell her. Then they call and they're like, we're going to have to reschedule you. The next virtual visit isn't available till January. And I was like, oh no. This is bad. Something bad is happening. I need to talk to her now. I haven't talked to her since June. I've had all these medication changes. I'm having seizures again. Oh yeah, I had some extra seizures in September. So it was chaos. I was like, not good. And she's like, well, I'll see what I can do. She's out of town. And so I have a personal email to that doctor through our web app or whatever. So I emailed her and I was like, I really need to talk to you. Can we please find a way to schedule me in? So bless her, she scheduled me through one of her lunch appointments, I think. Or lunch times. Sorry, I need a sip of water. Anywho, finally she squeezed me in an October appointment. And we got through the normal appointment, asked how I was doing, told her I'd had some more seizures, all that kind of stuff. She's like, okay, then we'll, go through this and this and this. At the end of the appointment, she was like, anything else you want to talk about? And I was like, actually, yes. And I immediately started tearing up. I was like, I wasn't going to say anything because I was scared that, maybe this wasn't relevant or whatever. And I was like, but I am in a complete and total downward spiral of depression. I don't know what's going on, but I can't get off the couch. I can't have any motivation to do anything. I feel like something really terrible is happening, and I've been too scared to ask for an antidepressant because I was scared it would give me more seizures. At this point, I don't care. I will take as many seizures as it gives me as long as I don't feel like this. That's how bad it is. And I started bawling. It's like, please help me. Please, please, please give me some help. I don't know what to do anymore. And God bless her. This whole time I was just word vomiting. She just kind of leaned forward and was just watching me and just letting me get through it. And at the end of it, she just very quietly just asked me, are you feeling, On YouTube, I can't say the word. It'll block me. But are you feeling, And I just kind of took a minute and I said, no, but it's getting pretty bad. And she said, okay, I'm really proud of you for telling me that. And thank you for telling me that. She's like, very first thing we're going to do. This conversation was on a Tuesday. She's like, by Friday, we are completely getting you off Vicompa. And I was like, sorry, what? Like that thought had not even crossed my mind. She's like, I'm 99% sure that is what your problem is. She's like, I think within a week, you're going to be feeling better. Within 2 weeks, you'll be feeling much better. She's like, that's one of the number one side effects of Vicompa. And I think just because we've gradually been on this, but since, in the past few months, you've been on such a high dose, that's what's caused this huge jump for you. She's like, and it's just not working for you. So I need you off of it. You'll take half doses for the next 2 days and then completely off by Friday. And the sense of relief I felt, because I was like, you really think that's it? She's like, absolutely. She's like, and if just to make you feel better, we'll get you on Zoloft, an antidepressant for, we can try it for a month. She's like, I really don't think you'll need it since you haven't been depressed ever before. But she's like, if you think you need that extra boost, we can reevaluate after a month and just see. She's like, I have no problem doing that for you too. Like, oh my God, thank you. Like, I was so relieved. But yeah, it lines up, it adds up. It's like, okay, yeah. So we did that, and what do you know? She was right. Within a week, I was feeling better. Within 2 weeks, much better. I started showering again. Everybody was happy about that. That worked out. It just goes to show, read your side effects, check on your side effects, communicate with your family, communicate with your loved ones, communicate with your doctor. I should have, woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? Checked in with her more, let her know how dire this was, but I just didn't want to be a bother. I didn't think at all it was the medication. I just thought it was stress from my family being at home. It was just the bad timing that it all happened at that is what I chalked it up to. But so yeah, that's what I was dealing with then. And I've been so busy trying to get better with that I didn't think to make a video and talk about it. Until now. Let me know in the comments if you guys have ever dealt with that, if you've had that extreme side effect, or if it's gotten even worse for you, or if you had an aha moment or your doctor let you know that's what's happening. Because I was very glad that she recognized it immediately and told me, like, no, this is what's happening to you, and was able to help me get through it. But that's all I got for this week, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.